Okay. I have 10 o'clock. I will call the Harrison County Commission meeting to order for July 13th, 2022. If you will rise and join Dawn in the invocation and pledge, please.
Please show me our Father. Our
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Commissioner Treecost has notified me that he needs to leave at 11 o'clock. And hopefully we can be done by then. But if not, we'll carry on. Okay. Public comment. We have Tina Yoke from the CVB. Tina?
May I pass this out to you? Morning.
Good morning.
I'm just here to report on what the CVB has been doing and share some exciting information with you. We do have our, fresh off the print is our Clarksburg Visitors Guide. But if you look through it, it definitely includes information of all of Harrison County and then also our neighboring counties. So it has a lot of information on things to do, places to go, not only for visitors that are coming to Clarksburg, but also for people who live here. I just want to report that I've had people stop in my office, every day I have new people that come in. We've had people from Vermont, California, Idaho, but then we also have several people from Harrison County who come in. And they say that this is the first, some people have said this is the first time I've been to downtown Clarksburg, which is really something. And then once I show them the guide and tell them everything we have to do, they're just so thrilled and so appreciative. And I have people all the time who say, gee, I didn't know there was so much to do around here. So just wanted to share this. I'm going to leave several with Laura. Our website is comehome2clarksburg.com. So please jump on the website, take a look. If there's something that's not in this guide or on our website that you think we should add, just let me know. I'd be happy to add that in the future. Andy Walker is the person who did our website, and he's just done a wonderful job. He's a member of our board of directors, and Renee Courtney's helped with this. But we also have a walking tour of downtown Clarksburg. And it's so you can just come in and grab this, and I'm going to leave some, and it tells you of all of the places in downtown Clarksburg and all the historic buildings that we have. So I just think we all really need to be proud of our hometown and our community. And feel free, if you have friends coming in for reunions or parties or get-togethers, and you need some help planning activities or finding places to stay, please just call or come over and reach out to me. And I'd be happy to help you.
Tina, it really is a wonderful city and county.
It is. We should be very proud. Thank you. Any questions?
This is great job. This
Okay.
is-
Thank you.
Yeah, well put together.
Okay, please share with everyone you know. And I'm gonna
Thanks,
leave these.
Tina.
See you tomorrow.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Is there anyone on Zoom that wishes to speak publicly? Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Hearing none, we'll move to the consent agenda. What's the pleasure?
Motion approved, please.
Motion to approve consent agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 3, payroll change notices A through C.
Motion approved, A through C, please.
Motion to approve number 3A through C. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. There are no minutes or amended minutes, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Requisitions, purchase orders, invoices as shown on A, vendor requisition list of payments.
Motion approved A, please.
Motion to approve 5A. Any discussion?
Is this the final bill for the rail trail pavement, or is there any more outstanding?
This, I believe, is the final bill. At least for, I believe this one is Salem. And I need to just confirm that we have nothing left for Shenson.
So you think that this one was for Salem and Shinston?
I should have put that out prior. I just want to confirm because I don't want to give you wrong information. Yes, that is correct. These are for Salem, and I believe that I'm waiting on one more for Shenson.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, 10:05.
Madam President, so we will not have JB McCuskey here today. We will reschedule for a later date.
Number 6, exoneration corrective tickets, joint property application. It looks like we have exoneration. We have them all, A, B, and C.
There's several of each.
Motion approved A, B, and C, please.
Motion to approve number 6A through C. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 7, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition for the payment of costs associated with the project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2019 bonds issued for the Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development District Series 2021 A and B Development District Number 3, White Oaks Project Number 2, and Series 2008A Charles Point Project Number 2, Northland Bay Improvements, and we have A through C for requisitions.
Motion approved A through C, please.
Motion to approve number 7A through C. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 8, consideration of approval of project fund requisitions for the payment of costs associated with the General Services Administration Building project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2020 bonds issued for the Harrison County Building Commission. A, requisition number 69 for Rycon. What's the pleasure? Or
Motion approved, please.
motion to approve. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Number 9, review, discuss, consider permission to travel. Peggy Bailey, State 911 OEM Director meeting in Pineville, West Virginia on July 29th.
Motion approved, please.
Motion's been made to approve number 9. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 10, review, discuss, consider reappointment of Sam Caputo for Clarksburg Harrison Regional Housing Authority. Term expires June 19th, 2022.
Motion approved, please.
Motion to approve number 10, reappointment. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 11, review, discuss, consider coal severance budget revision.
This is the leftover funds and coal severance that we have to do a budget revision for the new fiscal year. since not all of the funds were spent yet for the paving, there looks like there's an overflow, but it's just the money will go back into full severance, wait for that final bill to come in and the one from today. So it will go into full severance capital improvement.
Motion approved, please.
We're moving coal severance over capital improvements. Is that what you're doing?
The coal severance is still in capital improvements in the coal severance budget. It's not coming over to general cash.
Okay, motion's been made to approve. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No.
That's the opposition, motion carried. Number 12, review, discuss, consider budget revisions to add the following amounts to the sheriff's 700 budget. 80,000 for body cams, 25,000 for new equipment, 5,000 for investigations.
Motion approved, please. And also note that that body cam is a 5-year lease.
Okay, motion to approve and note that the body cam is a 5-year lease. Any discussion?
I'd like to better understand the 5-year lease. I thought that was easy.
He has looked into, and the paperwork that I received, that it's a 5-year lease for tasers and body cams. So that is what the sheriff has agreed to. Our last lease that ended last fiscal year was a 5-year lease as well.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 13, review, discuss, consider West Milford Water Project Phase 1 requisition request.
Motion approved, please.
Let me just add something there because I'd like for it to be specified in the minutes. So West Milford, for their water project Phase 1 requisition request, the money out of ARP that we would be approving today would actually be $10,860. The packet of information that was supplied from West Milford and their project manager from Thrasher was for a total of $115,294, and then the 75 comes off, or 3,000 comes off. It'll leave a total of $37,294.50 due total from the ARPA funds for this project. But with the invoice that they submitted, the application for payment, it is only $85,860. So from ARPA funds, I just want to be specific with that. We will only be paying out of ARPA funds $10,860 at this time.
And the reason for that is because we had already granted you the 75,000 2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, we're on the same page. Motion approved, please.
Okay, motion's been made to approve. Is there any further discussion?
I'd like to motion to have the dollar amount that's been approved out of the motion.
$10,860.
$10,860, which will leave you a remainder of $89,340. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ma'am.
And they will submit an additional requisition. The total amount that they are going to use from the ARPA funds will be around $37,000. A second requisition will come in for that additional $26,000 that,
Right.
in the next 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it might be. Right now, it's only the $10,860 that they're requesting.
Now, did they send that request to you all? I'm still trying to understand how this request got lost.
Originally, they sent it to several people, myself included. I believe the commissioners were on that back in June. And then whenever it was sent, there was no attachment. So I did reply, I'm waiting for your attachment. They did send the attachment back and it got lost in my email. And so it is now on the agenda.
Thank you, Laura. Sorry about that, Mayor.
So are you okay with Mr. Treehoff's motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Administrators report.
So we have several things, well, there's always lots of things going on, but I did want to say that the RFP for the regional farm recreational feasibility study is posted on our website. And so it is, request for proposals is out there. Now, Commissioner Hinkle asked myself and Trey to look at the Solid Waste Authority agreement and just make sure that we got everything that was in the intergovernmental agreement. We have reviewed it, and yes, everything that we have discussed is being followed. Do you have any specific questions about that? The other thing, Greater Harrison just got the approval back from the USDA for Greater Harrison to take over Coon Run PSD. So I know that it's been several years in the works, but it has finally happened, got that approval.
Way to go, Bill.
Now, the Hexaball project, the first week in August, it should go out to bid for their water project.
And then once that happens, then they can have the same letter sent to the PSC, so they can become part of Sun Valley, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And then everything with Hexaball, all the right of ways have been obtained, everything has been approved, PSC has been approved. So they're moving forward with that. Once the Hexaball project starts, the merger can begin because of the change orders and unknown problems that might come in. So they need to start that project before the merger can happen. Also, their bonds between Lake Floyd and Hexaball will be paid off by the time the project is complete. With those bonds that they have, Lake Floyd has below 18 months to finish off their bond payments. Hexaball has below 24 months to finish off their payments.
And then once Lake Floyd's project starts, they send it to PSC, and then they will no longer be a PIT, and then they'll become part of Sun Valley as well,
Correct.
which will take us down to 9 total PSCs.
Yes, sir.
Great, that is great.
And that's all I have.
We're down to commissioners' comments.
I have none, Madam President.
Mr. Hinkle?
Item 2 was tabled, Susan, and we take that off of the. That's not all favors getting processed.
Just remove it. You want to make a motion to remove
Yeah,
it?
make the motion for
T2.
T2.
Motion's been made to remove T2, replacement of elevators bidding process as shown on the table items. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to make a motion to remove T1.
Motion to remove T1 from table items. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
T3, I'd like to see us get that back on the agenda. The election coming up, so we can get an idea.
I'll get with John and make sure that he has all his documentation or backup that he would like to present, and we will schedule for in the future at his convenience.
Anything else? Mr. Griffin, did you have anybody else that's going to be here with you? It's 10:19. I don't know if you want to go earlier because you're at 10:20.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up.
Thank you very much. Always like to start by thanking the commission for their support over the years for the Black Heritage Festival. We're really excited to be able to get started back up again. We're doing a 3-day downtown Clarksburg, and we're really excited about doing that. Everyone has really been real excited about us getting started. And so we're just want to get your support again this year for the festival. Also, while I'm here, I want to take a minute and talk about another project that we have, the Calumet Community Center. It's really moving along. We've been wanting to extend an invitation for the commission to come down and see what we're doing in that building. And you've invested in that building, and we want you to come down and see. We were fortunate enough to get a grant from the Mallon Foundation to put a new roof on the building at $140,000 they granted us. We're have our computer lab up and working. With the help of the Clarksburg Baptist, we're going to have our library up for the fall. We've already got the shelves in, and starting tonight, we're going in and staining the shelves, and we've got over 1,000 books that have been donated to us, and we're going to have our library up and working. One of the things that we've been working on in our phase 1 is that area is in a food desert. With the Kroger's leaving here, there's no grocery store within 4 or 5 miles of that neighborhood. So one of the things that we're doing, we're starting a food pantry there to try to help the people in that neighborhood. And we're hoping by September, we'll have that food pantry up and running. But we'd like to extend an invitation for the commission to come down and take a look and see what's going on in the community. And hopefully that we'll be coming back to you again and help us to continue with that work that we're doing at the community center.
Thank you. Make a
Good job.
motion to allocate $2,000 to the Black Heritage Festival, Madam President.
The motion's been made to allocate $2,000 to the Black Heritage Festival. Any discussion?
Yes, ma'am. I think I see. Last year we gave you 3,500.
Yes, you did.
I'm curious why we're cutting back this year. It's a 3-day affair.
Well, it may have something to do with the policy and procedure that I emailed out. It does need re-looked at, but those are the guidelines for commission.
Yeah, we followed those policy and procedures for the last 2 years.
You're the one.
Say that we give them the same money that we gave them last year. That's what I meant.
I agree with you.
Selection you're giving.
That's it. I've never played that game. I'm not
Motion to
that
approve
kind of person.
$3,500.
Okay. Motion to approve $3,500. Commissioner Treecost has amended his motion.
Thank you.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
I really would like for you to come down and see our building.
Okay, we don't have anything until 10:30.
Motion to go into recess.
Motion to go into recess.
Is there 10:30 here?
Is everybody here for, is there anybody else coming? What's that? Is there anybody coming with you, sir?
No.
Okay. Move that up. Motion's on the floor to take a recess. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
No.
We're in Pine Bluff with you, come on.
Just follow him. Just a little bit more so then you can fix it. I'll let you hold your proclamation. Okay. Okay, whereas Patrick Matheny served honorably with the United States Army from September 1964 to September 1967, attaining the rank of sergeant. And whereas, as Patrick completed basic training at Fort Knox, Kentucky, and served in the Republic of Vietnam from April 1965 to April 1966. And whereas Patrick served in Southeast Asia with the 148th Aviation Company, a very distinguished unit that was awarded the Presidential Unit Citation. And whereas Patrick served as a crew chief on the Huey helicopter and as a left door gunner, a very hazardous duty, where he flew combat missions on a daily basis exposed to enemy fire. And whereas upon his return from Vietnam, Patrick served as a military policeman at Fort Eustis, thank you, I didn't want to mess that up, Virginia. And whereas we realize for far too long, America has ignored the valiant service of the men and women who fought in the Vietnam War and were treated badly and unfairly blamed for the war and never given the respect they deserve for their sacrifice. And now therefore be it resolved that the Harrison County Commission does hereby proclaim Wednesday, July 13th, 2022 as Patrick Matheny Day throughout Harrison County for his service to our nation, and thank him and fellow veterans for a job well done, and say welcome home. Passed by the County Commission of Harrison County, West Virginia, this 13th day of July 2022. Thank you, sir. Would you like to say anything?
No, I really wasn't expecting this.
Mr. Tucker?
I would like to say something. I just want to thank the members of the commission for doing this. On behalf of myself, my fellow veterans, it's really wonderful that you've taken time to honor this man and what he did. You know, the Vietnam War, like I wrote in the proclamation, it tore our country apart, and men like this were unfairly vilified. They never got the love and support and the big welcome home that I did when I fought in Desert Storm. I want to thank this man for giving me a very fine example to follow in my own career. And I just want to say that I'm really happy that today America has grown up, so to speak, since the Vietnam War. Today, even people that are against the war, they still love the men and women who are willing to fight and die for their country. God bless you and thank you for this.
Surprise,
You just told me
surprise.
this morning they're gonna give you something there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
I hope you hang that on your wall.
My brother-in-law. God bless you, sir.
Good seeing you.
And 29, and we don't have anything until 10:40. I think the Apple Butter Festival.
Just gonna bring everybody up so Patsy can leave. Let's get it there.
Let's go ahead and be respectful to you and go ahead and get this started so you don't have to wait, okay? Are you guys comfortable with that, us being respectful to you? Come on up, thank you so much. We
We
appreciate
have
you
a
being here.
commissioner, it's on a timeline.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we are going to take.
Right here.
Oh, right there.
Right here.
Tell us what you're here for.
Tell us who you are and
My name is Christy Allen, the new president of the Salem Apple Butter Festival. This is our vice president and treasurer, Diana Samples. We've come today to ask for requests for funds for our festival. The last time that we had our festival was in 2019. It was a successful festival, but if you would look at our books, it wasn't. And then we had COVID for the past 2 years, so we didn't have our festival, no funds coming in. So that's why we are here to request funds,
you also returned your funds last year that we allocated to you.
because we didn't have the festival.
Yes, sir.
Dave, would you like to go ahead and give them the 3,500 as well?
Well, I guess you returned your funds from last year, which was 2,000,
Yes,
and you're asking for 2,000 this year.
Mhm.
or more.
I'll make the motion to go ahead and give you 3,500 this year.
A motion's been made for $3,500 for the Salem Apple Butter Festival. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you, guys. Have a
Thank you
wonderful
very
night.
much.
Thank you.
Save me some apple butter festival.
I'll see you.
I need some, my dad would be mad.
I'll see you then.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I'm ashamed to tell you, he eats it with a spoon.
Mr. Watson, is there anyone coming with you?
No, I'm by
Would you,
myself.
are you fine going now, or do you want to wait?
No, we can do it now.
Okay.
You guys are ready. As most of you know, we've been, the commission has been funding the Lost Creek Community Festival for, this is our 25th anniversary, and I know the 18 years that I was on this commission that we had always funded the Lost Creek Community Festival. This year, we're asking for the same amount, $2,000. The festival will be 16th and 17th of September. And with the entertainment for this year, just so that you know, on Friday night, we're going to have the Hillbilly Gypsies, which is a bluegrass band that will go from about 6:30 to 8 o'clock. And then on Saturday, we've got John Bolton, who was the lead singer for Desperado, who will open up Saturday morning. And then after the parade, we're doing a special entertainment for Eddie Davison. So we're presenting Eddie Davison, Family and Friends. Eddie Davison is responsible for the downline of a lot of his kid, not only Donnie and Chris with the Davison brothers, but also he's got the McFadden, which is a grandson. He's got the B-Boy, which is a grandson, and a couple others in the family. So I thought it would be a great tribute to Eddie Dawson or Eddie Davison to have the afternoon. So he's going to do it 2 to 6. So that's a 4-hour show on Saturday. So hard to tell what friends may show up to participate with him. But any questions that y'all might have with regard to the festival? Rain or shine.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Thank you.
Yeah, David, I'd take 35 to no. The festival actually,
We're on,
yeah.
actually, I looked this stuff up the other day, and when we did this, when you were commissioner president, we came up with this 1,000, 2,000. And in today's dollars, that 1,000 has lost $230 per 1,000.
Wow.
Basically, you guys are, when we say here's $1,000, it's only buying $750 of what it did at the time that when we came up with the decision. So that's why I asked Laura to reevaluate that we need to sit down and look that 1,000 sounds like a lot, but today's dollars, it's not much money anymore.
I think you guys did, we did a policy, if I'm not mistaken,
We did.
to maximize whatever. And again, I'm not sure how you're doing your funds, but you know, we use the, I called it devil's money.
Yes.
From your video lottery and gambling money that went into that special fund and didn't wasn't used to keep the lights on. It was actually used for what you did for Jimmy and Apple Butter Festival and special projects like that. And, you know, at one time, the county was getting somewhere around $17,000 a month. That was our take after the million. Yeah, you do know that the video lottery, the video machines generate and send to Charleston over $1.5 million every month in this county. So, and then that's proportioned out. I mean, you know, where all that money comes from, I have no godly idea, but you know, the mayor gets some from West Milford, Lost Creek gets some, everybody gets a piece of the action on the revenues that come back out of that. So just a little sidebar, and I don't remember, Susan, whether you were here. I'm not sure whether David was, but Sister Barb from West Milford, you know, her efforts had always been with the indigent people at the dental clinic at West Milford. So she came to us and asked for funds, and I think we granted $20,000 or $25,000 to her. So as she was starting out the door, I said, "Sister, you do know that that's devil's money, right?" She turned around and looked at us and she says, "I don't care whose money it is. I'm gonna put it to God's use." And she turned right around and out the door she went. So anyway, it really has worked well for how commission has been using those funds.
And Commissioner, I drove down, the stage looks nice. with the
What's
new-
that?
The stage looks nice with the new stain on it.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Mike Book, give Mike Book all the credit for that.
Yeah, it does look good. So anyway, anything else that you guys may need? I mean, I'm in your southern area though, so let me know. Thank you.
I think we need to confirm the amount.
Nothing motion made on that.
Yeah, we need a motion.
What's pleasure?
Motion to approve $3,500 as the other two festivals, please.
Pass it.
Motion to approve $3,500 for the Lost Creek Community Festival. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Laura, on next week's agenda, get us a new policy based off the price of inflation for 2,000 and the $1,000 increase to be voted on, please. Set in stone.
I think I sent that to you for us to discuss that next week. Also, I'd just like to point out that how these fairs mean so much to our citizens of our county. Stonewoods, Italian Festival coming up, Lost Creek, Black Heritage. I mean, they're all important. And they give everybody in this county a sense of community when they have the ability to go attend these. I just glad that we're able to support it.
Anything else?
Motion adjourned.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
That's, yeah, I had a question.